But no, like, I think like, regardless of knowing the day, maybe you should live like that anyway, right?
Yeah, that's the best way to live.
You almost died, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I did.
I believe in Joe Hendry. Welcome to the Who F Knows podcast. I am Patty V. This is Dave Rainey. We've got Russ with us.
Russell Palazzolo.
That's right. I knew your last name. I just wanted to act like who the hell are you and why are you on this podcast?
Exactly. I've been here in months.
He's been here before. If you know him, if you've seen him, he's a part of the Freebird Rule Pod. You should go check that out if you're a wrestling fan. But we're a part of the Be in the Know Network. A lot of cool things going on there. You should go check it out. Welcome to the Who F Knows podcast. We had some really cool things happen last week. Apparently, you guys really like American things. So I did want to start this podcast just with one thing.
Go ahead.
One thing. As a child in class, my daughter does this. Feel like we all learn this. Mm-hmm. The Pledge of Allegiance.
Yes.
Do you know the words to the Pledge of
You
Allegiance?
were about to make me start with the pledge. And I was gonna be like, no, I will not.
That's exactly what we're doing, Dave.
Exactly.
You better start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Stand up,
You're the
hat
shortest
off.
one. Stand up.
Do you know the words, though? I don't care if you say it. Do you know the words?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you?
Say it.
No. When's the last time you actually said the pledge? I can't even tell you.
Rehearsing it before coming on this podcast because my whole plan was to say the Pledge of Allegiance. Yeah, I had to practice.
I think I've maybe said it at one Southeastern game years ago, and that's pretty much been it.
At the game?
They did it before the game.
The pledge, though?
Yeah.
They always do
And then
the
the national
anthem. They
anthem.
do the pledge?
They did both.
Wild.
I don't think I've said the pledge since high school.
Yeah, I haven't actually said the pledge since high school. Although I did make a joke once when I was trying to creep out somebody I went on a trip with. I was like, how weird would it be if I just like woke up and looked in the mirror every morning and started with the Pledge of Allegiance?
There's people that do that.
Whole nother story.
Just go outside on the balcony, look outside.
It is weird thinking back, like how they used to start every class every day with the pledge.
Yeah.
It's just odd.
Wait, you did every class?
Well, every day.
Well, every day you started
The first period,
First
yeah.
period, yeah.
Yeah, they do like morning.
From like kindergarten through high school.
Yeah.
My daughter does like a morning meeting thing and they do the pledge, but they also do like songs every morning. It's wild.
Like
What kind of songs?
Yeah.
Like songs about the school, like school spirit songs.
Oh. Well, that's I guess
my school
they're
copies
kids.
Notre Dame. So
What does that mean?
like their fight song is the Notre Dame fight song.
Oh,
But for Jaguars.
okay.
It was terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that happens a lot.
They even had a touchdown Jesus.
Wow, that's cool. Like in the French Quarter?
No, right at the end of the end zone.
Oh.
They had their own little mini touchdown Jesus.
That's so weird.
See, I was thinking of the French Quarter where like there's the outline of Jesus when he's like his arms are in the, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I'm talking
Yeah, I
about.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Anyways, so I had a couple of American things I wanted to throw out there because this is America and this is an American podcast. Okay.
God
I've got
bless us.
I've got some American facts for you.
This is what I wish I could like fluently speak Spanish because I would just respond to everything in Spanish.
We invented the internet. Did you know that?
See.
Are we sure?
We did. We did. And if we didn't, we did. Okay.
You don't have to be quiet over there. You can let your laugh out. It's all right.
Did you also know, speaking of, you said you wish you could speak fluent Spanish. The federal government never chose an official language. We do not have an official language in the country of the United States of America.
We're such a hodgepodge of different
Yeah,
cultures.
I guess
and
that one makes a
sense,
little more
yeah.
sense.
Now, states have assigned official languages, but the country itself, the federal government, has not chosen one. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. You want them?
Go for
Absolutely.
Okay.
it. Go for it. You were giving them to us either way.
John Quincy Adams had an alligator as a pet. Do you know that?
I do believe that.
Pretty dope, huh? We don't use the metric system because fuck you. That's why. We invented s'mores.
that tracks.
See.
Come on. Jeez. I mean, this is some greatness here, right?
That tracks.
We're also the only country to put humans on the moon. Maybe.
This is true.
Maybe.
No, this is true.
No, Russia did not do it. I'm still questioning if America did it. What a wild way to start the pod. America, guys. You're welcome.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's all I had. That's it. Pod's over. We've got topics, but
Goodbye,
I mean that was
I'm so thrown off now. What did I want to talk about? Oh, I wanted to shout out a pop star. We like to do those things.
yeah, we do like to do those.
You know, every time we have the opportunity, we do it. So I'm going to go ahead and shout out Selena Gomez for becoming a billionaire, from going from Barney to billionaire.
Nice.
Good for her.
I feel like she actually. I think I read something where she used to like beg for quarters on the street with her mom,
Wow,
and now she's a billionaire. So shout out to her.
that's a cool story.
That's a cool story.
I was gonna try and make a joke, but like that feels like we should let that rest.
I
That's,
agree.
That's great. Good for her.
Yep. Russ had topics.
You have topics? I mean, I have some crap we can talk about, but just go ahead. What you got?
One of them was, well, we were talking a little bit earlier. How many parlays is too many for a game day weekend?
Well, whatever amount you said earlier was too many.
Yeah, you should have told us that ahead of time. Yeah. So, are we talking over the span of Friday to Sunday, or college football?
So let's
that mic closer. Just pull it closer. It's fine.
Let's say NFL.
Take
starts,
it out if you have.
NFL
to.
starts on Thursdays to Monday.
Thursday to Monday.
How many is too many, including college football?
Sorry,
I'm not including Wednesday. I'm not including Wednesday night matching, the best football around.
Uh-huh.
But from Thursday night football to Monday night football,
Yeah.
how many bets is too many?
I mean, that's 5 days. So, like, there's numbers that you could throw out that don't sound as crazy when you consider it's 5 days. And if you're hitting on some of them. See, now I'm walking back my comments.
I think the amount you're betting matters more than the amount of bets.
Are these all like $1 parlays where it's
so
like
what I did,
10 legs?
I did each team to score a touchdown and kick a field goal for every single game this weekend
Dumb bet.
for $1.
We just hit on it yesterday.
We did.
Good for you guys.
Although I will tell you, I did it every weekend last year, like one game a weekend, and it never
I feel
hit.
like it never hits.
Never
I've done
hits.
it a few
Look,
times.
if I throw it on the Nets 14 games that are going on tomorrow and Sunday,
Yeah.
and Monday, if a few hit, few hit. That's a
I don't.
positive.
So I don't know. I don't have a number. I'll be honest with you. If you're talking 5 days, like if they're $1 a parlay, like I think the money matters more.
There's a lot of different variables here. Like, are you somebody that needs money and you're still throwing out hundreds of dollars a day? Then it's an issue.
Yes.
But if you got money to spare, if that's how you want to spend it, I mean, why not?
Got money to blow. How's this
So,
song?
so what's your over under on how many is too many?
I'm gonna per day.
Yeah, without mentioning right now how many that I currently had.
I forgot what you told me
from
already.
11 a.m. this morning.
Per day, this is me. This is someone who does not bet often. I'm gonna say 5 per day.
I was gonna say 5 also.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, between today, tomorrow, and Monday, I have 30.
Yeah, you're a fucking degenerate.
Because at some point,
But then most of them are that $1 bet.
that's fair. But at some point, you do so many of them that you have to hit one. It's like the reason I'm not in any more fantasy leagues, because my buy-ins become so much that I have to win a league just to break even on the year.
Yeah.
So if you start making too many bets, then you have to hit one just to break even, and then it's like, what's the point?
Well, if you bet all these different things, you got to think your odds are going up.
Oh, they're not.
Okay.
I was down bad today, just having fun. I bet on FCS football.
I had
Monmouth.
So you bet on the LSU game?
No, just FCS teams.
Oh, okay.
Going against other FCS. I had Monmouth, the Citadel, Lehigh,
Citadel.
North Carolina State,
Nice.
Western Carolina.
I have a buddy that I
I've never
work.
even heard of these schools before.
I've heard of all those except Western Carolina. I'm going to be honest with you.
I have a buddy that I work with when sports betting went live, whenever that was 2 years ago or so now, maybe 3
It was a great
at
day.
this point. Like he bets on everything, and he bets a lot, and he bets yesterday from the time I woke up to the time I saw him at work at 5 o'clock, I got a notification that he put in 7 parlays, and he bets a lot, like a lot on all of them.
Goodness gracious.
When it first started, just to have action on something, and we're working in the middle of the night, he was betting on Chinese basketball.
Absolutely. What do you think my 2020 was?
He bet
Korean baseball.
He bet on Chinese basketball, and then where I had to draw the line was Icelandic hockey. I printed out a map and I brought it to him. I said, "Show me where the game is that you just bet on," and he had no clue.
That's crazy.
So
Look, when it's 2 a.m. and you're at the casino and the only thing on is the Korean Dragons.
I I can't say I haven't bet on Chinese basketball either.
I 100% can say that I have not bet on. Y'all are nuts.
You need to live your life.
I've lived a great life, okay? We're not talking other stories. I'd choose to be a degenerate in different ways.
It was like 6 a.m. on a Saturday, and it was on, and I was watching Chinese basketball, and there was one dude that was not like the rest of them, and he was hooping.
Okay. Former NBA player.
He was getting buckets.
Good for him.
Name rhymes with Durant. Who knows?
There you go. Durant just went overseas real quick.
What was your other sports topic you wanted? Your fantasy. You had a fantasy football topic.
No, he did.
Fantasy football punishments.
You said you had a fantasy football topic.
Oh, I do.
I had punishments. How far is too far, and what's the worst thing that you would do?
I heard one league. I think I came across a reel or a TikTok or something where basically if you lost the league, you had to break up with your girlfriend. Isn't that crazy?
Had to.
You had to. That's the rule.
How many people in that league are throwing the league? It's like, listen, I can't do anything about it. They told me I had to do it.
It's rough.
It's league rules.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard, obviously you have the Waffle House stuff. You need a pancake and you take time off. There's some people have like turned that. I was going to say parlayed. That's a callback to 2 minutes ago. Some people have turned that into you go to a bar when it opens at like 11 and you can't leave until they close. But for every shot, it's like however much time
15
off.
minutes to an hour off or something like that. I will say this directly into the camera. Send this to the league later. Y'all are all very weak when it comes to wanting to do punishments, as in y'all don't want to do any. I will get last place in our league, and I will tattoo the worst record on my leg for this league.
Well, you're just an idiot.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
No, I will.
I have a line.
I have been in this league for close to 15 years.
Yeah, well, that's as stupid as your ring right there. I'm going to be honest with you.
You had to buy a commissioner ring to make yourself. You bought it for yourself.
And it's because
it just says commission.
You run the league, so you bought yourself a ring.
Exactly.
Holy.
You're lucky you won a championship. Otherwise, that would be
3.
That would be extreme. Yeah, nobody
It's
remembers
not even a championship ring.
Look, I'm better than you, and you know it. It's okay.
I don't even think I was in the league.
Do you want me to bring the trophy next time?
I am a dynasty in this league. Anyway.
Well, you're losing week 1, so
anyway,
to the new guy.
Yeah.
I definitely have a line when it comes to punishments. If it could be something, if it's something, I like the ones that involve the whole group. So one that I saw was everybody goes golfing and the loser caddies for the winner for the entire day.
Yeah.
I like that. I think it's funny. Like, but they had the dress like with the Masters, like caddy outfit on and everything. Like that seems fun.
I saw 2 more today. Both that were interesting. One that I thought was really cool. It just depends how good of a person you are. I'll be honest with you. First one is not the good person thing. It was basically whoever lost had to go sit on a street corner and play an instrument until they earned enough money, like a certain amount of money. And the caveat was no one in the league knew how to play an instrument. So it was kind of punishment.
So
go ahead.
Here's one. Would you rather do that, or would you rather do like the 999 challenge?
What was triple nine challenge?
I like that. Go.
You never heard of the 999? So you go to like a minor league baseball game, or if they have cheap tickets for a major league game, go to it. You stay the whole game. Each inning, you have to drink a beer and eat a hot dog.
Oh, God.
So it's the 999 inning. If it keeps going, extra innings, punishment keeps going.
No, I don't want to do that. I'll be honest. I'd rather sit on a street corner and pretend I can play guitar.
You don't have to. You don't have to do it. You just have to have 9 beers and 9 hot dogs. So if you wanted to knock out 4 of them in the beginning, you could and pace yourself.
No, I don't want somebody to Joey Chestnut it in the first inning.
Speaking of, I've seen so many punishments lately. I don't know how all these are all of a sudden coming to me.
It's that time of the year.
Yeah, it's that time of the year.
There's another league I saw where basically whoever won the hot dog eating contest, they take that number and whoever loses the league has 2 weeks. Seems like a lot of time, but has 2 weeks to eat that amount of hot dogs. Think about that for a second.
Yeah.
Think about how many hot dogs these dudes are putting down and how horrible that would be eating hot dogs every day.
So look at it this year. Joey Chestnut wasn't in it. And he just did his thing on Labor Day against Kobayashi. 86 hot dogs in 10 minutes. That's crazy.
Imagine eating 86 hot dogs in 2 weeks.
What a legend.
I don't think I couldn't eat 86 hot dogs in a year.
That's insane.
Going back to the beginning, he's an American hero.
There you go.
He's my favorite athlete. He's the GOAT.
Real man of genius.
Yeah.
What was the other one? One more, and then I'll move on, I swear. And you guys can talk about whatever the hell you want. The last one, which is a good guy one, which I'm kind of a fan of. Whoever loses the league has to do something for charity. Basically, like run a 10K and like dress up, and like people can pay to dress you up in whatever they want, things like that, and all the money goes to charity.
I like that.
Thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Depends on if everybody in the league would be okay with that, but I'd get behind it.
I'm thinking like you had to go do red dress run.
Yeah.
Like,
but not enjoy red dress run. You have to actually do the run.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like those. Like, I like the ones, I'm telling you, I like the ones that are fun. The ones that are tattoos, not happening. Something like shaving my head is not happening.
I'd shave my head.
Fuck no. And
it sucks, but I would go that
no
far.
chance. I'm in I don't know. I'm in this one with Dalton and all of his buddies. What's funny is like they're in Texas, so there's like no way they could ever like force me to do anything. But they throw out like the most ridiculous punishments. I'm like, there's just no chance I'm doing that, and you can give me shit for it all you want. It's just not gonna happen.
So did he tell you about last year when I came to our draft?
No.
You were on vacation in Texas with your lead, right?
Yeah.
Floating on the river.
They made me draft floating on a river because I'm convinced they just have it against me. I made it to like my 5th championship. And
it made sense with our scheduling and everything, and that was the only time it could work. But he was floating on the river.
It wasn't the only time.
It
wasn't the only time it could work. The irony is that this year I had to do that draft with y'all at the bar. Oh.
Yeah, I've seen you while you're drafting too. You're a nervous wreck.
Oh,
I'm in it. I'm into
it's
it.
hilarious.
I'm into it.
You don't draft like you're into it. Just throwing shots.
We'll see.
He's like, we'll see. Wait till week 12.
Yeah,
We'll see.
Buddy.
What was your fantasy football topic while we're on fantasy football? You threw the eye emoji out. It made me think it was something good, so you better live up to the hype.
Oh, well, he kind of already alluded to it. I don't know if we talked about it on this or not, if we were talking about it before. Okay, I tweeted this the other day. I think you saw it. You probably saw it. If you're in a league and your commissioner decides 2 hours before kickoff that they're going to go through and change 20 different rules as far as points go, do you kill him?
What kind of an asshole commissioner would do shit like that?
I'm telling you. Like, who does that? Is that a faux pas? Like, how are we feeling about this?
That sounds like the shittiest person to ever run a league. I swear to God.
And I love that. Full disclosure, we're talking about Russ. I love that he just did it too, fully confident, thinking, "Oh, everybody's gonna be perfectly cool with this." And for the most part, I don't think anybody actually. Like, I don't think anybody wanted to change the rules, but I don't think anybody was like throwing a complete
Nobody threw a fit.
because it wasn't like super significant. Like, if you'd have changed,
If you'd changed like PPR or something, I'd have been like,
if you
yo.
looked at it close,
Right.
a lot of shit was like all over the place.
if you'd have changed like the way I would have drafted, then we'd have had an issue.
Like if I would have just dropped it from 1 point PPR to 0.25.
Yeah, or like I don't know, like change the amount a passing touchdown is worth, or something like that. Like the field goal thing, I could see people getting upset over, but most of it, I was just like, why would you do this right now? Like, you just opening this can of worms.
I loved it because it was right before the first game, just to fuck with y'all.
Yeah.
Honestly. Because everything went right back to normal after I swapped.
I wasn't letting it. I didn't care, but I wasn't letting it go unnoticed.
no.
No one said anything at first, and I was like, "What the shit is this?"
Nobody was saying anything all day, and it's like it's the first game of the season. Nobody's talking. Nobody's nothing.
You didn't change them all back, by the way.
Yeah, I did.
There was a couple that got left, and I was like, I don't care. Everybody.
It was just like
a.
It was like a perfect conclusion, like all these different things. Like, you bought yourself the ring. Supposedly you're doing something with the belt that we had, but you bought a new trophy. But
yeah, so
I think you're just keeping the belt because you want the belt.
So I haven't posted the video yet.
Oh, okay. Well, don't spoil it. Ooh. Don't spoil it. But it was just all these little things.
Let's just say Luca Brasi. That's all I gotta say about the title.
It was none of this matters to me. This is like a new league to me.
No, it was all these little things that he was doing, and it just culminated in randomly changing the rules to maybe benefit his team because he drafted the first.
It wasn't going to.
It wasn't. He changed the field goal, but he took the first kicker in the draft. Nobody else noticed that little detail.
Oh, I knew that.
Oh,
he took Justin Tucker. I remember. I was like, "Yo, what?"
And if you would have looked, I would have been down 5 points if the rules would have stayed.
This isn't a topic for this week, but it is something I'm going to post on Sunday or Monday. I'm going to try to get people to send us in like their NFL hot takes every week, and we're just gonna we'll grade them. We'll read them the next week.
I like that.
But we don't have any yet, unless you have hot takes that you would want to throw out there.
I don't have. I guess I have somewhat of a hot take. Derek Carr is going to perform better than Saints fans expect. That's not a hot take.
That's not a hot take.
Like a back
I would have
like
liked you to
compliment,
just.
but-
I would have liked you to name another quarterback.
So
Okay, Derek Carr will. Well, this is not a hot take. Derek Carr will be the best quarterback in the NFC South.
So I have to
There's
say,
not a lot of competition there, but
I do not feel Derek Carr is going to be our starting quarterback come week 5 or 6.
Well, only if he gets hurt. Only if he
I
gets
feel
hurt.
Spencer Rattler's going to come back.
You can feel all you want.
He will be our new number 1 quarterback.
You can feel all you want. It doesn't make it real. Oh man, I feel Santa Claus in my heart every year at Christmas. Every
Your
year.
wallet hurts, doesn't it?
Yeah, my wallet tells me that's bullshit.
you want to play a game of how many quarterbacks can we name that are better than Lamar Jackson?
No,
Okay, we'll save that.
I mean we could try, but I don't know how many I can name because I don't think Lamar. I think the hate for Lamar Jackson is overblown. There's
That
a
is
lot
true.
of
He's my QB1, but yeah, that's true.
yeah. I'm not saying he's the best thrower in the league, but like your boy is still. There's a reason he's won 2 MVPs and has never had a losing season.
Fair, but when you're trying to get the hot take off the ground, you got to go a step further.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
So if Kyler Murray was healthy those 2 seasons that he got hurt, would he have gotten the MVP?
No, because his team sucked.
The world may never know.
That's true.
Was there a COD that came out?
Yes.
Yeah, no.
I love that got put into his contract. You cannot play COD during the week. Nothing on the weekend.
Do we have any non-sports topics?
I don't know. I got nothing. I think I ran out.
I have a somewhat sports topic. Paw Patrol broke Aaron Judge.
Yes.
What?
Oh, 100%.
How?
You didn't hear this?
Ever
No,
since he's
I don't
been
watch baseball.
So
No.
Aaron Judge was like, and he probably still is going to win the MVP, but he was like having the season of a lifetime again because he just had
Level
one
was he at
last year.
49 home runs or
Yeah,
something
he
like
was like on pace to break his own, what they call the record, but isn't really the record. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fake.
Yeah, he was doing that
Fake
thing.
news.
Then he went on Paw Patrol, and he's completely fallen off the face of the earth.
How did he go? First of all,
They had animated Aaron Judge. He was the voice.
okay.
And they were like, he was hitting baseballs on Paw Patrol. And ever since that episode, he's completely fallen off the face of the
that. No
earth.
home runs. He's got like a .100 average or something.
Yeah,
like
he's
that.
he's
Some
terrible
shitty.
right now. Like one of the worst in the league.
Hasn't that always been Aaron Judge though? Hasn't he always been super like high and low?
Not
No.
recently.
Like,
he's been
So
nutty.
like what? Ever since like a few months ago, he's just been rolling and
Not even a few months.
nonstop.
It's like the last like 2 years. He's just on this pace. That's
He's playing catch up
insane.
now. He's like, oh,
They did.
that was
they
really
did-
good for a while. I mean,
He did have like they were saying he was striking out like 52% of the time. I feel like that's all of baseball now.
yeah,
That's not a big deal to me. But yeah, the like 100 average is
No
crazy.
home runs.
So shout out to Paw Patrol.
not even
because
getting on base.
I'll just
Thank
say
you,
this.
Paw Patrol, as a Red Sox fan.
I was
Thank
an
you.
Orioles
I just hate
fan.
the Yankees. So yeah,
I was an Orioles fan for a while. I've seen people just fall off the face of the earth. Okay, Crush Davis was phenomenal for a while, and then all of a sudden it was like somebody stole his powers.
shout out
He
Crush
just-
Davis forever.
He
Poor
touched
guy.
the wrong baseball, and now they're making another Space Jam movie.
Yeah. So listen, it happens. Maybe he caught what Crush had. Maybe Sky zapped him when he was.
I didn't actually see the episode. I just saw that he went on. He
so,
had
so they did a surprise at Yankee Stadium to where all the players invited their kids, and they watched it at the stadium, and then it came out like a week or two after.
interesting.
Dead.
Zapped.
Speaking of dogs, what do you think dogs think we are?
Friends.
Friends? Yeah.
Friends.
You think your dog just thinks you're a weird dog, like weird looking dog, or is
Is
it
that
like?
what cats think? Don't they think we're like
How would I know? I don't know
giant
about cats.
cats? Like I've heard that it's like cats just think we're giant cats that don't know how
That's
to
what I mean. You could just extend this to every animal. Do you think every animal is just like that's a weird looking monkey, or a weird looking dog, or a weird looking cat, or they like human?
I've gone to the zoo and messed with monkeys. Yeah, they think we're monkeys.
What do you think?
I don't actually. I think this is nuts.
You think your dog has some frame of reference to just know you're a human?
No, I don't think a dog understands the concept of what a human is.
So
just
what do you
think
think when he sees you? What do you think he thinks you are?
Safe.
Big friends.
Friend. Friend.
They're friendships.
That's it. You just
They
think,
give
sure,
me food.
He puts
they give
food
me
in my
shelter.
bowl. Yeah.
Friend.
He gives me belly rubs.
this thing.
Just like when I go to the zoo and I beat my chest in front of the gorillas. Friend.
Friend.
I'm glad you don't pause like Aaron, because that could have been a lot different.
We're working on this thing with Aaron. He takes these odd pauses, and it's like it's the worst times.
I've seen. He would have been like, yeah, I go to the zoo and I beat my chest with the monkey.
Yeah. No, he'd pause after mine, and I beat my chest. And I'd have been like, yo, you can't just pause there. Oh, man. Yeah, anyways.
Thank you for skipping the video.
Yeah, just hanging out with my dogs the other day. Like, I wonder what this guy thinks of me.
That's it.
You
That's,
think your dog thinks you're a good person?
I mean, I hope so.
I hope so.
I don't know. I feed them every day. Try to.
Try to.
You know, they get water occasionally.
He throws my toy sometimes. Friend.
Well, actually, my dog doesn't even have toys. That's the
Or
worst
is he
part.
like, stop throwing my fucking toy? like I don't want to chase this thing. Stop doing it.
My dogs never took to toy. I feel like I have the only two dogs in the world that just do not care about toys. The only thing they would ever do with toys is chew them up, and then they would get thrown away. Like they wouldn't chase the ball. They wouldn't they were not those types of dogs.
My dogs love to go get the ball and never bring it back to you, which makes me think they're like, stop fucking throwing this toy. Like,
And then you try and go play with him and then they just walk across.
yeah,
the
like
room.
I have it and I'll fake the throw and he gets all excited. Like, yeah, throw it. So I throw it and then he goes get it and he's like, I'm not coming back. He just lays down.
I'm not sure why you threw this. This is mine.
Why'd you throw my baby?
It's funny. Oh, dogs.
This is round friend. Don't throw round friend.
Round friend.
Round friend. I'm out of topic, so you better come up with some more.
I mean, so I wrote down this. I was flying the other day, a couple weeks ago, and every time I fly, I don't really go over water, but they always have to go through like the safety thing, and they like brief you on like what to do during a water evacuation. And I wrote down, you ever wonder what you're gonna do during a water evacuation on an airplane? Because it's like a major focus before takeoff, and I'm gonna be honest. I think if we land in the water, we're kind of fucked.
I'm gonna swim.
So yeah, that's just where my brain went. It's kind of like what do dogs think of us?
I'm gonna swim.
You're gonna swim
So after
That seems like the best strategy.
just in the middle of the ocean. Like,
What else? Am I gonna not swim?
Okay.
Hurricane
I'm gonna
Isaac,
swim. How long? I don't know, but I'm gonna swim.
So Hurricane Isaac, I was working out in Florida, had to fly back home, evacuate the family, yada yada. There were no direct flights from New Orleans to Orlando after that in order to get back to work. So I had to fly from New Orleans to Dallas to Atlanta or South Carolina and then to Orlando. And they would always do that water emergency thing. And I got to thinking, looked at the map one day. You got to be a very good pilot to land in that little bit of water that wherever they have during across all those areas.
yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm flying to Texas. All right. If you find water in the desert, please let me know.
Yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking. I was going to Atlanta.
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, there might be a lake here and there, but like, we ain't flying over water.
Which boy? Who's your boy that landed like on the lake years ago?
Oh,
you know what I'm
New
talking
York?
about? Yeah. Like it's got to be like that level.
Sully.
Yeah, Sully.
Yeah.
It's got to be like that level of luck and skill. And
You know what I'm gonna do
after
today?
hitting a thing of pigeons.
you ever wonder if he like just had no fucking clue what he was doing and he just got lucky and now he's like, they think I'm great. We're just gonna roll with it.
Maybe.
I did a good job. Nobody died. Good for me.
I'm gonna treat this water like it's actually a runway. And I'm just gonna go right at it.
It's the Hudson, so there's enough chemicals to make it a runway. It's fine.
Jeez, I got nothing else, guys. I don't know what we're doing here. How do they choose referees for NCAA football games? Like genuinely, like
It's the same process as the NFL.
What's that?
You do the training.
No, I think he means like how does an ACC crew end up reffing a SEC game?
Yeah,
So they have to keep it out of conference, as we know. So you have the ACC, do SEC, different stuff like that. They want to keep it as fair as possible.
okay. So
Have like a Pac-12 team.
more specifically,
SEC.
if there's an AAC team with a home game and a Big 12 team coming to their stadium,
Yeah.
why would a Big 12 crew be refereeing that
They do
game?
a Big 10 crew.
They did a Big 12 crew
They did a Big 12 crew.
Wait, when was that one?
today
Today.
in the Tulane game. And then you have a
messed
controversial call at the end of the game. So
that's a fuck up. Whoever scheduled those referees, that's a big fuck up.
Yeah, it's not an acceptable answer, actually.
Especially how that game ended.
Yeah.
Big fuck up.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's why I brought it up. It was a little frustrating. I wasn't the only one frustrated. Yeah, that team was frustrated. Summerall was frustrated. You should have seen it in the face of, I know this isn't our Tulane podcast, but you should have seen it in the face of Mensa after, like, he was asked a couple of questions. And you ever like talk to somebody and they're pretending they're okay, but you can tell they're just pissed off.
Yeah.
It was very much like he was like laughing, but it was like angry laughing.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, oh. Yeah, it was fun. It was a good time.
was it? Was it a good time?
It was a good time.
Everything before that, yeah. Tulane was doing great. I loved it. The whole game.
Yeah, it was good.
Then very controversial call at the end.
Speaking of missing things, did you know that one lazy day per week can make you live longer?
One lazy day per week. Dude, I'm gonna live forever.
Yeah. How many lazy days a week do you think you have?
Let's see. Some weeks I get 3 days off. Some weeks I get 4 days off.
But are you lazy on those days? That's the question.
No, I definitely get at least one. I don't know if I get a full day though.
Yeah.
Maybe like a few hours a day.
Yeah.
Like what do we say lazy? Like literally doing absolutely nothing because those days don't exist.
I need to read the study, but yeah, it was like basically like one lazy day
just
a week,
laying in
not
bed
working,
day.
just laying around.
Never.
Yeah, makes you live longer.
Not ever.
It was the same thing, similar to the study that I read a long time ago, where it was like 1 day a week drinking with your buddies also makes you live longer.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Dude, I took like an hour nap the other day for the first time in forever. And it was one of those naps where like I woke up terrified, like, where am I? Like, I was just in my bed, but it was such a good nap.
Oh, you just clocked out.
Yeah, I was out. I woke up like panicking, like, what day is it? Do I have something to do? Do I need to be somewhere?
Am I late for school?
Yeah.
It's Sunday and you're 30.
It was like the best nap of my life. I was like, you ever feel like you've
Sadly,
needed
it
a
only
nap?
lasted an hour.
Yeah, you've needed a nap for like 4 weeks and you finally get the hour nap you needed.
I feel that.
And I was like, man, I should do this more often. I don't have any lazy days if that's the case. I have a few hours or I have days where I do less than the day before, but it's never like I do nothing.
Yeah, it's rough.
Other people seem to think I do nothing. Somebody will call me and be like, how haven't you done this yet? And I'm like, it's like the most like minuscule thing. I'm like, what do you think I do all day? You think I just sit around like, let's do nothing today?
Yeah.
I would love that.
I wake up every day thinking I'm going to do nothing, and it just never works out. Ever. I wake
Another
up.
day.
I remember that I have work, and I have bills, kids, dogs that I try to feed.
Here's a deep topic that I came across the other day that I forgot I had written down.
How deep?
If you had your
How deep is it, Dave?
I don't know.
Oh, Jesus.
If you had your memory wiped completely, do you think you'd make the same mistakes in your life?
Oh, that's tough. Like I don't know. There's so many
Don't
different.
ask me any clarifying questions.
No,
I don't
no.
know. I'm just reading you what I read.
It's a fair question. I think like you mean, am I going back to like early on in my life and then making all those same mistakes?
Let's say that.
Yeah, are all the circumstances in my life the same? Like, am I around the same people? Because if so, probably. Yeah. More than likely, I'm going to do the exact same stuff because I am an idiot.
Yeah, I'm slow, so yeah, that would exactly what would happen.
Yeah. If I had any inclination, maybe not. But like, if I'm just wiped,
Like if you had
yeah.
if you had any information of how things turn out in the future.
Yeah.
Like,
Like
if
if you didn't
But
tell me
even
the
then-
choices I made and you're
even
like,
if-
here's what ends up happening, then maybe I'd do different things.
But if you knew that everything you did, you would get to where you are now, you'd probably still be willing to make the mistakes.
I firmly believe if you went
Not
back in
willing.
time, I believe in the butterfly effect. I think if you went back in time and you told me, hey, if you just stay on your life the way it is right now, you're going to end up like this. I would be like, how do I stay on my life the way it is right now? And then instantly I'm doing different stuff.
Yeah.
And it ruins everything. And then I go from being who I am now to like, maybe I'm like the president and I get assassinated. And then what?
That makes me think of like the conversation,
Merica.
like when people tell you like, would you want to know like how you die or whatever?
No.
And then
Absolutely.
But if you do,
No.
Yeah.
because if you do, then you're gonna like always try to avoid this thing, and then it's like,
No, I don't want to know how it does.
or it's like when you die on this day, so you just stay in your house all day. Like that's always the strategy people come up with, but then that ends up being.
Have
the
we
way you
talked
die.
about this before? Like, would you want to know how versus when? Didn't we have this topic once?
Maybe, who knows?
Let's talk about it then. Would you rather know how you're going to die or when you're going to die if you had to choose? When?
Yeah,
When?
So that way I know if that's the ending day, I will do as much as I can between now and then.
That's a good answer.
Yeah,
That's a good answer.
that's exactly
That
why.
actually is the answer.
because
I
like
think.
if you know how, then like all you're really gonna do, like if you know it's in a
Because so look at it like this. How could be many different things.
yeah.
Like there was a short video and they were making fun of like, oh, it's a how you will die machine. One of the people got old age. Fine, that's cool. Did you hit by an old lady driving a car? Old age.
That's tough. Or you're going to choke to death.
Yeah.
And then, like, who knows what you're going to choke on.
Exactly.
But if you like,
And then
if
they
it,
get stung by a bee and die.
even
Yeah.
if they tell you if they say car accident, like then you're just gonna panic every time you're around a car.
Yeah.
Whereas if you just know the day, you can be like, well, we're gonna make every day until then
Count.
the best day. Yeah.
Make that count.
Would you live like wild and free until that day?
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm not going to die until this day. I'm going to go crazy.
No, now if they, like, how long out would it have to be for you to just be like, we'll get to the live every day like you were dying later? like if it was 10 years from now, would you go like 2 more years of being like,
I think that's such.
I would do at least 8 years.
because you still have to like stretch out your life and like be able to live. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
afford living and things like that. Whereas if you were going to die in 2 weeks, you could just go ape shit.
Oh, see, I didn't take it like that as far as like money goes and stuff. I took it, I almost flipped it and like made it too deep where I was going to be like, technically, like, life is so precious. Like, you probably should live every day like you're dying, technically. Like, spend time with your kids and, like,
Live like you would
hey, I want to go take a walk, daddy. Okay, let's go. But instead of, I'm kind of tired, I'm just going to lay on the couch and let you watch TV because I suck. Not saying you do that. I'm just saying, people everywhere do that.
We all do it.
Yeah,
Let's be honest.
people everywhere do that. But no, like, so I think, like, regardless of knowing the day, maybe you should live like that anyway, right?
Yeah. That's the best way to live.
You almost died, didn't you?
Yeah. I did. I was out for a fucking week.
I never knew what happened.
Yeah.
What happened? Are you allowed to talk about that?
So yeah, I actually can. My whole intestinal system stopped.
It just stopped. It said, nah.
Yeah. To where like the day I went to the hospital, I drank water. Nothing would go down in my
Not
stomach.
even water.
Yeah.
Not even the good stuff.
Nothing. So I got rushed to the hospital. They said, all right, so your heart rate to start, it's fucking astronomical. They went, how do you feel? Just my side hurts. All right, well, your heart rate is like steadying between 140 to 160, which is not good.
It's pretty high.
Yeah. Loaded up 5 bags of fluids on the first day and everything. It was like, so yeah, CT scans, your whole intestinal system is like stopped. Cool. Awesome. Few days later, go to the hospital and they're like, yeah, are you taking anything? It's like, yeah, doing those weight loss shots. Yeah, that's what caused it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So Ozempic or the
One of those brands, yeah.
It's like something else.
Yeah.
Interesting. So the Ozempic got you. I've always thought there might be some. Sorry, I'm making fun of this, and it's not funny at all. That I only know how to
I
cope
think it's hilarious.
through humor.
Yeah, now that we're past it a little bit,
Yeah.
you can
Now
joke
it's
about
2 weeks
it.
past, I'm fine.
It's only been 2 weeks. And we're like,
Are we in the clear? That's all we need to know.
well,
Let's say yeah.
we'll say prayers for you. Yeah, that's crazy.
Thank you.
I want the ring.
I want the ring. Put it in the will.
Literally over my dead body.
Well,
I'm not marrying you with the trophy. I'm taking it.
That'll end up with the title.
that's crazy though. I've always wondered because I have toyed not with the idea of those shots, but like I've looked into peptides and all these other things. I haven't been to work out in weeks, but I've looked at. I'll be open. I've looked into these types of things as far as like fitness and things like that, and just like bettering my body. And I've always been scared of that in general. Just like you don't know what's in some of these shots, some of these injections. That shit's scary. So I feel for you.
Yeah, I just feel like I have the worst luck on earth, and
Yeah.
I would get like a bad batch, and that's gonna be it. That'll be how I die.
Yeah, like cocaine, fentanyl.
Yeah.
It's happening to everybody.
Oh, R.I.P. Mac Miller today.
Oh, damn. This is a bad time to mention it.
Yeah. Mac.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
You
Never
might
listen
not.
to him.
can I
You
take a
might not
picture
be
with
welcome
you?
back on this.
Take a picture of me. Sorry, I thought it was funny.
Was he the one married to
We will not have.
Ariana Grande?
Yeah, we will not have Mac Miller slander on this podcast.
Not
No
married,
slander for him.
but-
Just don't really listen to him.
Well, we're going to put you on, buddy.
Oh, does he have any new stuff that came out?
Rude. Rude. What a question.
What is new? Because he does have stuff since he died.
There's been stuff that's been released posthumously.
What a response.
Anything in the past year?
I don't think so.
Terrible.
Oh, man. Going straight to hell.
We are just rambling.
We are kind of random. This has been all over the place. How long have we been talking for?
Who knows?
Get the hell out of here.
You took my board away from me. I can't hit my yeet button. I can't see how long we're recording.
You could have left this on.
That doesn't yeet.
Oh. You could have seen how long, though, huh? No, I don't know.
Yeet. I was like, I don't know what we're doing here, but I'll do it.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Yeet.
We can wrap it up if you want.
I am Batman.
I feel like it's been a little while.
Yeah, it's fine. If it's a short pod, it is what it is. I had fun. If we got any other actually, crowdsource. You got a topic? Beetlejuice. I haven't watched Beetlejuice.
Was
You-
it good?
what
I've
were your
heard
thoughts
it's
on
got good
Beetlejuice?
I
reviews.
liked it.
You liked
had the
it?
same. It had the same silliness
thought it
as
was
the first
stupid?
one, so I liked it.
Had the same what?
Same silliness as the first one.
Okay.
I was about to say it feels like one of those movies. I can't even tell you the last. I can't even tell you the last time I saw the original Beetlejuice, but it definitely feels like a movie where you're either gonna really like it or just think it's stupid.
Yeah,
it's that type of comedy.
It's stupid, but it's the same stupid stuff as the first movie.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I'd have to rewatch the first one to see
Yeah.
if I.
He did good. But I thought the way they portrayed Winona Ryder was dumb.
He was in the movie longer than in the first movie, which was very good.
Interesting.
I thought it was the exact same amount of time I read.
I think I thought it was the same. But
I think it is. I think they made it a point to make it the exact same amount.
I just didn't like how they portrayed Winona Ryder. She was like
I'd have to rewatch this.
Yeah, I need to see this
She can see
movie.
Ghost.
Yeah.
What? Oh, she could see ghosts. Well, she could see ghosts in the first one.
Exactly.
You.
Anyways,
made her like this holy roller, like ghost, like
sorry, that's Holy
Did you-
Diver.
Yeah.
in the beginning.
So
It was kinda stupid.
you've. I find it interesting these days, like what movies get people to go to the theater. Beetlejuice was one that made you want to go to the theater, or were you
Deadpool
just
too.
like, we want to go to the movie, so
Yeah.
we're going to see Beetlejuice?
Yeah.
So it wasn't because of Beetlejuice.
I liked the first Beetlejuice,
Okay,
so I thought
but did you go to the movies because you wanted to go to the movies, or did you want to go see Beetlejuice?
I wanted to go see Beetlejuice.
That's interesting.
because I liked Beetlejuice.
It's sort of interesting.
I liked the first two Deadpool. I wanted to go see.
That's
Deadpool.
different. But like I Deadpool, I understand people wanting to go.
That's
I
true.
would. Yeah, I would probably go
Opening
see
night.
Deadpool. How is Jenna Ortega? What does she do?
I forgot she was in it.
She's in the movie.
She's not the best.
What does she do? What does her character do? Actually, don't
she's-
spoil it. I don't want to.
She's Winona Ryder's daughter,
Oh, gotcha.
but just her delivery of lines when it's her doing the main talking, it's not the best. So like,
She did better in
How-
Wednesday.
I was about to say,
yeah.
did you watch
So
Wednesday? Because she was good in Wednesday.
So how
Wednesday
it,
she was great.
so
Yeah.
how she reminded me her character in the movie, she was Wednesday,
Oh, she was like the same character.
but happier. So it was like Wednesday and a combination
She
of a
was the same
roommate.
with Dawson this year.
Yeah,
Interesting.
This will definitely be a movie I just watch when it comes.
yeah.
Oh, for
that's
sure.
what I said.
Actually, this is one of those movies I'm going to tell myself that I'm going to watch when it comes out. And I'm going to totally forget, and then I'm
yeah.
going to be scrolling through and be like, "Oh, I never watched that,"
Oh, cool. Beetlejuice.
and then I'm going to keep moving.
That's where I'm
They
at with.
already asked Tim Burton. You don't make the third one? Well, seeing how it took 35 years for me to come out with the sequel to this one, 35 years will be 101.
This
No.
this might be a hot take. Not a Tim Burton fan. Not a Tim Burton fan.
So it depends on the movie. I'm not a fan of Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, see, I
yeah.
feel like that's his
But
like one of his
Batman,
best
I'm
I'm not a
movies.
fan. My kid loves
I
it.
like Batman.
I like Batman too, but I think his Batmans were weird.
Yeah.
Everything he
That-
does is
that's what
weird.
made it better.
Maybe. Like First of all, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, weird.
Yes.
Weird.
Should have left that.
Weirdest thing ever.
Yeah.
That's something they shouldn't have really done.
I did not like that.
Left that completely.
But the new Willy Wonka that they came out with, fine.
Oh,
it's because
Wonka?
Tim Burton is
Yeah.
nowhere near it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm off my high horse. I'll stop.
I'm just looking up other Tim Burton movies right now.
I couldn't name a handful of them.
His like claymation stuff is probably fine to me because like I feel like that is Tim Burton.
Tim Burton.
I'm
is
like, okay.
Planet of the Apes.
Oh yeah, he did a. Oh, it was so bad. His Planet of the Apes. It's the Matt Damon one.
Oh Lord.
To where did y'all see it?
No, I didn't see it.
never mind.
I don't listen.
Do you want me to spoil it?
It's Planet of the Apes. I feel like I know what happens.
No.
No.
So you know how in the first one he goes back and he's like, Charlton Heston. He sees Lady Liberty on the beach.
Sure.
And oh, you did it, you damn dirty apes, yada yada. In this one, Matt Damon goes back to Earth, but it's in the future, and the Lincoln Memorial is now a ape,
Oh, cool.
and all the policemen are apes. Everybody's apes except him.
How many movies do you think you can name that are out in theaters right now?
Oh, 2.
I just looked it up because I was wondering what was out, and I'm
Yeah. Beetlejuice because we just mentioned it. Deadpool because we just mentioned it.
That's pretty much.
That's
yeah,
really
all I
it.
can
There's a
think.
couple
Is
horror
Deadpool
movies.
still in
some places.
some
yeah.
places?
There's a couple horror movies. We looked this up the other day. 'cause we were
Twisters
talking
is
about
out
movies.
there. I was gonna
Twisters still
say
in the theaters,
Twisters is one where I'm kind of like with Beetlejuice. When it comes on streaming, I'll watch it.
but I feel like
I heard that got good reviews too.
Yeah.
I feel like Twister is one of those movies you should probably watch in the theater because it's like
A lot of people went and see it with the moving seats and everything.
So did
Yeah.
y'all see the people that went to go see it in a 4D theater, and the theater fucking fell on them?
What?
Yeah.
interesting.
Like,
Did a tornado hit it?
yeah, they had like a bad windstorm.
No way.
And like the roof of the theater fell.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow, they put some good effects in
Oh
this.
yeah. Like they were all. It was in the middle of of one of the Twister scenes, and they're like getting shook all around in the seats and everything, and the movie cuts off, and then like the fucking roof collapses in or some shit like that.
Wow.
That's nuts. That's kind of like when Carrie Underwood made that "There's Not Enough Wind in Oklahoma" song, and then like 2 weeks later, a bunch of tornadoes took out Oklahoma.
Well, I thought that song was because that happened.
No, the song came first,
Oh wow,
and it, like
She's-
very
Carrie Underwood
soon
causes
before
natural
that.
disasters.
that's creepy.
Yeah.
Hot take.
Very weird. America. That's it. That's all I got.
Yep, that's it. That's all I got.
So we could finish with the Star Spangled Banner.
If I had, we can make a star spec. You want to put a Pledge of Allegiance button? Oh, we talked about Batman. I could have hit the button.
You could have hit the button.
We have a button now that is Patty's wife saying, "I am Batman."
Which button is it? I'll hit it.
There's only 2 buttons. The one of them is yeet. The one next to it is I am Batman.
Does the yeet button say yeet?
It's me saying yeet.
No, but does it say yeet button?
No. It's just
Well,
a
it does
colored
say it on
button.
the screen. It says what it is. It says
Yeah.
yeet. But that's it.
Yeah, that's it. We close this thing out. This was the most random
I loved it.
episode we've
Thank y'all
ever
for having me
done.
back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Aaron,
absolutely.
take more vacations.
Thank you for coming on, man. Follow us everywhere at Be in the Know, at Who Effing Knows, Brew Bros everywhere else. BRI.
You
Good
can do
guess. BRIEUX.
There you go.
Yeah, bros. Go find us.
Why don't we? Sorry, I don't want to keep this going, but we spell brew that way, but we don't spell bros that way because we definitely could have just went all out and did. Is that overkill?
It was already overkill.
Too late now, but
It was already overkill, if we're being honest. We should have just did brew and then bros spelled the other way and left brew alone.
I kind of like brew spelled that way.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's
I
okay.
like it.
Okay, he likes it, so that's all that matters.
Noted. One of one. We didn't ask anybody else, though, to be fair. So that's,
Yeah.
that's good.
Don't talk about
Don't even know how we came up with that. It just kind of happened. Anyway,
Yeah.
follow us everywhere, like he said.
Yeah. That sounds like a good idea.
That's it, and I'll just keep talking until you go press my yeet button.
it.
We're closing this out,
Yeah.
and he took the long way. He didn't want to get in front of the camera. That's
Do
okay.
it. Do it.
I heard it. Yeet.
I didn't even hear it.
The yeet's not as loud as "I am Batman." I am Batman.